ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Now, the show you've been all waiting for. Mr. 702 from Las Vegas is going to speak to you. Well, hello, my friends and neighbors. We're speaking to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And wow, it is sunny out here. We're up to 99 degrees out here. We can tell the heat is on. And of course, we're all still celebrating our kids graduating from high school. And that's the topic we're going to talk to you about today. Our high school kids graduating and moving on to the big world. Are they ready or not? So those are the topics we're going to talk about today. But just like I was saying, it's a hot day in Las Vegas today. I want to warn everybody to have their water in hand and hydrate. Don't dehydrate. Hydrate your body so you can have a great time today in Las Vegas. So let's go straight to the topic. High school graduates. I'm going to tell you a story myself about my own personal life. My daughter just graduated 2023 high school. She graduated with honors. I am a very happy dad. But like everything, I like to talk about everything on my show, and personal life is included. So let me tell you, I talk to my daughter and she tells me, yeah, Dad, my plan. So I start listening to her plan. Now, mind you, my kid is a smart kid. She graduated with honors, like I said, and she holds down a part-time job as a lifeguard for the county. So she's very involved in working already and her independence. My thing with her is, are you prepared to be able to be on your own as an adult? And it's a question you have to ask your kids. Are they ready to maintain themselves and understand the values of what it takes to be an adult in America? What bills are, what taking care of yourself means, not dependent on people. So it's a hard topic. I'm pulling it now with my daughter. We're talking about it. We're, dancing around it, as you say, because it's a fine line, no matter what in today's world. When you try to talk to your teenage kids, you get a reaction that's totally different from our times where we listen to our adults. Our adults, we took initiatives from, we took ideas from. In today's world, we've learned that kids are a little more independent and, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Kids and teenagers think that they know everything. And unfortunately, you have no experience in life to know anything. That's reality. So that's what we have to make them understand, that they're still growing. They're still learning. We still keep learning even at our age. They have to understand that they do not know what's best for them. So we have to educate them. So in my particular case, like I told you, I'm getting my kids to go to the meter. That's the electrical meter. Understand, first of all, how electricity works, how bills work, how taking initiatives in your life and taking care of yourself works. Now, these are not easy tasks because kids don't want to hear that, as you all know as parents. They think it all just gets paid automatically, mom and dad take care of it. Yes, and that is true. But when you become 18 years old and you're a young adult already, you're expected to learn how it works, at least so you can have a notion that bills are part of life. And if you can't control the way your spending is, your bills are going to be out of control. This is our job as parents, to educate our children into the real world, the world of bills, of making payments, of responsibilities, of taking care of themselves, and cleaning up after themselves. These are the basic things that children should be learning, especially when they're teenagers and they are graduating high school. If they haven't learned that by now, it's our job as adults, as parents, to teach them, to show them that they can do it, but you have to help them. We can't allow our children to just move out and commit the error of getting into these big bills and coming back to us broke, not still understanding what bills are and the economy and the way that it works. To be able to live on a day by day basis and live a little bit comfortable knowing that your bills are going to be paid every month. These are the things that are important to us as adults, as parents, and to them as young, thriving teenagers on their way to adulthood, to the independence. We have to show them the better way and the important way in order for them not to commit so many errors in life. If they understand what bills are and they understand how and what it takes to be able to maintain a stable life here in America, then we haven't done our job. These are the things that we are talking about today. It's important. Like I said, in my own personal thing, my life, my daughter asked me, can I live with what I'm making now? Now, mind you, she's making $13 an hour. At $13 an hour, you're talking about every 2 weeks at 8 hour shifts, you're talking $1,200 every 2 weeks. We're talking about $2,000, $2,400 a month. In today's world, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,400, not including your light bill, not including your phone bill, not including your insurance, your car payment, your food bills, every other bill that you have as a young, independent teenager adult. Are you ready? And that's the question I asked her. She did her mathematics. She said, no way. There's no way I can make it out there with the job I have. Then the next question comes. What are we doing about college, university? How much are we going to expand your education in order for you to have that better job that pays more than $13 an hour? She answers me back, Dad, I don't think it's smart enough for me to get in debt while I still haven't even got that job. I wonder to myself, wow, she makes sense. Is it wise for us as parents to advise them to get into a student loan, to get in debt without actually having that job that can actually pay for that bill? Something to wonder about, something to think about, huh? Yeah, that's what's going on. So that's the question we have to ask ourselves. College, universities, they've gone up at least 25% of what they used to be, which means more expensive. And are they really guaranteeing you a job when you graduate and when you get in debt? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, let's go to a short, brief commercial. And when we come back, we're going to keep on asking these questions that we should be asking ourselves before we talk to our children. Don't move anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, I want to invite you to listen in to my podcast every day from Monday through Friday. We got hot topics that we're going to be discussing and talking about from here in Las Vegas and around the world. You don't want to miss this podcast because it's going to be burning hot with these topics. Don't miss it from Monday to Friday, talking to Mr. 702. And we're back. And like I was talking before the break, we're talking about our teenagers going into adulthood, just graduating from high school. What is the next step? And I tell you, I'm talking about my own personal life today because I just had a daughter that graduated high school 2 days ago. So this is something, and it's a hot topic everywhere because kids are graduating from high school all over our wonderful nation. And we have to talk about this. This is some serious matter. So I'm talking to you with a personal story today. So again, I'm talking to my daughter. She's telling me the ways that she thinks it can go better for her. So today we had another experience. She wakes up in the morning. She was very tired of the day before, working all day because now it's summer, so she pulls in 12-hour shifts. But she gets up today, no time for breakfast, and she wants to walk to work. Now listen to this. She's about, I don't know, I want to say 12 blocks away from home to walk to her job. Now mind you, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and she's walking down the street with no breakfast, 99-degree outside of hotness, of heat. And I ask her, why are you doing that? She's telling me to save on an Uber ride to work. Now, mind you, the Uber ride is going to be what, $10 from where we're at. But she doesn't want to spend her money because she makes very little. And I ask her, but if something would happen to you walking over there because you haven't had any breakfast, it's 99 degrees outside of heat, and you get to work exhausted, and something happens at work and you're not able to perform at your 100%, what would happen then? You will lose more hours. You may even lose your job. Why the risk for only a savings of $10? She starts to wonder, oh my God, you're right, Dad. Maybe the job doesn't pay enough for me to be able to not dismiss having a ride to be able to get to work, to be able to perform, to be able to give myself time to have breakfast and get there on time. So these are the questions that you have to sit down and talk to your child to make them understand, and listen to them. Just listen to what their idea is without interruption, and then you give them your opinion of what the idea that you are trying to come across with so they can understand you. As a parent, I'll tell you, it's been the hardest experience for me. I have 3 children, and there is no handbook on how to take care of a child, or even worse, how to raise a child. You have to figure it out on your own because each child has its own ways of thinking. They're independent in the way they feel, the way they look at life, and you have to try to understand all of them without judgment. But our job as parents is to educate and show them the better way of living, the way that we have learned throughout our time of living, experience. That's what we bring to the table. That's what we can educate our children and tell them what we did wrong, how we learned to do things the way we do things in today's world, in order for us to survive, in order for us to have a better tomorrow, without the worries of how we're going to get there on a day-by-day basis. It is true. Modern Americans are living on a day-by-day check. It's the way it's been, especially after COVID, where we had 2 years of not working, of going into our trust funds, of going into our savings. Our little bit of extra money that we had put away, we have had to use it. Of 2 years of lockdown without making a dollar. We've had to learn how to evolve and how to learn how to save in order for us to be here today. These things, to teenagers, to young adults, it's not registering the way it's supposed to. They're not looking at the world the way we look at it. And it is understandable. In today's world, every child out there, and I see it every single day, are on their phone, they're on video games. I'm talking from 13 years old to 30 on video games all day long, just sitting in front of that phone. Time is just wasting. Time is just going by. Our job as adults, as parents, is to get there and tell them, hey, you just graduated. What are you going to do? If their answer is, I don't know, well, then your answer is, we're going to come up with ideas. Let's think about it for a while. Let's see what's best for you. Let's see where you see yourself in 5 years. Doing what? Because believe it or not, life and work come hand in hand. If you don't have a job, you don't have a life. And it's sad to say, but in today's world, that's the truth. Your parents, I'm speaking to all you teenagers right now that are listening to me, all you young adults, your parents are going to get tired. If you don't get up from that bed and let go of that phone and let go of that video game and actually stand up and say, hey, Dad, hey, Mom, I need your help. I have no vision. I don't see myself where I'm going to be in 5 years. Then it's our job to give them ideas. Then it's our job to point out what they're really good at, what they thrive at, where you think they should keep on going so they can have a better tomorrow. But if we don't get involved, and we're so involved in just our lives, paying our bills, and taking care of ourselves, we are going to regret the time that we didn't spend with our kids, talking to them and explaining to them of what they can be and what they should be focusing on in life. That's all the time I got for today. I'd like to wish everybody a great high school graduation because you guys did it. You deserved it. And I'm very proud of my daughter again, graduating with honors. 2023 graduates, you're the best. Don't let me down. Let's do what we got to do. And remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Till next time.